Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to talk about the Wrath of the Lich King Timewalking Raid as well as the Timewalking events that have come to World of Warcraft and how you can get your hands on a really good piece of gear from the Timewalking event. So before we talk about the event, about the raid, let's talk about the event. So you have here 5 Timewalking Raid bosses or dungeons. You're going to want to take this, as this will give you a 597 piece of gear, and you'll complete it along the way of finishing the raid. On top of that as well, there's also the bonus that occurs, giving you 50% increased reputation gains from combat and quests. So this is a great time to work on your Wrath of the Lich King reputations. Now getting to the raid is actually incredibly simple, much like everything else. If you are in Dornogal or wherever you are, you're going to want to head back to your main hub city, whether that is Orgrimmar or Stormwind. Once you are at the main hub portal, you're going to want to catch the portal to Crystal Song Dalaran. It is incredibly important that you make sure you are teleporting to Crystal Song Dalaran, as this is the Dalaran that is available for the Timewalking events. Once you have teleported into Dalaran, you will notice the Timewalking vendor and this lovely quest giver Vormu. You can take Disturbance Detected Ulduar and you will be able to pick up here a cache of Timewalk treasures as well as 500 Timewalk badges. This quest can be accepted on any character and will drop you some pretty nice gear. You can see my previous Timewalk piece was a 610 hero piece, and this can follow the same trend as well. So taking the quest is easy, and then all you have to do is open up Group Finder, go to Pre-Made Groups, Legacy, click Find a Group, and then you're going to want to look for, if you want to make it really quick, skips. So look for Ulduar skips, anything like that, and you can sign up. Click yes, and then you'll be able to basically give yourself a good time. Once you have managed to find a group and they accept you, you'll be able to join into the raid, and then you can click Vormu and say send me into Ulduar Timewalking. So ideally you find a skip group. If you wish to do the entire boss or the entire raid, you're more than welcome. You will see full runs available. Obviously the benefit there is you can complete your other quest at the same time, which is obviously great as well. Once you have a group available, like I said, send yourself into Ulduar and you should be pretty good to go. Or I should say your group leader will send you into Ulduar, which is pretty good to go. Now, obviously, in terms of the actual fight itself, you'll be fighting Yogg-Saron, and basically to cut a long story short, realistically it's pretty straightforward. Much like the Illidan one, its scaling is a little bit off, so it's not as hard as the original fight. On top of that as well, everyone's item level gets scaled down, so you might get rejected once or twice because people don't understand this, but generally speaking you don't have to worry about your item level so much. So as long as you have queued and you've entered the raid, you'll be good to go. You can skip, jump to the boss, which will become available, which you'll see now, and then fight Yogg-Saron. I don't really have any major tips if you've never fought Yogg-Saron before. It's a fairly straightforward fight. There will be a second phase where you're absorbed into Yogg-Saron and you have to take out the ads that are in the nightmare that he creates. But aside from that, you should be pretty good. Because of how many players there are, I don't think there's much, if you're a new player, that you'll have to focus on. So I think you should be okay. Obviously the main goal here is to defeat Yogg-Saron and then pick up the gear that he obviously provides, which is great, but there is also some other rewards which we'll talk about now. Once you have beaten the boss, you can loot them, you can get the quest item from them, but the main thing, you can obviously pick up some gear, but the main thing that you're going to want to do is obviously claim your reward from the end of the dungeon. So you're going to want to leave instance group. That's then going to shunt you back to Dalaran, and in Dalaran, you can pick up your chest. Now the chest actually is really cool and has a chance of dropping the Reins of Invincible. So it's really awesome. You can obviously hand in your quest, get your cash, open it, and you are guaranteed your 610 item. Fantastic. And then of course you had a chance of getting Invincible. Now beyond that, you can run it on each and every single ult. So it is something that is quite valuable from that perspective. But I would say overall, you definitely want to run it on your max level characters. Not just for the chance of Invincible, but I mean a free piece of hero gear is really awesome. But that's it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.